guys, it's Sia and I'm back with another video. Before we start, make sure to pop that like button and subscribe for more videos like these. If you didn't know, I posted about the winners of my last giveaway in one of my most recent videos. The winners were Pichuron, I hope I'm saying your name right, Oreo Productions with a Z, and either Mika the Boss 4 or Micah the Boss 4. I'm sorry if I'm saying guys' usernames wrong. Pichuron and Oreo Productions already claimed their prizes. Pichuron got the Miss Lady Rose corset and the sparkly party tutu, and Oreo, you won the diamonds, and Micah, you won the Dragon Train Rose skirt. I sent you guys friend requests. Make sure to meet me in the game so I can give you guys my items. Also, check out my socials, which are on the screen right now. I have a TikTok and an Instagram, and I'm making a Twitter very, very soon. I'm trying to be more active on those. Whenever I meet a fan in game, sometimes you guys ask me to friend you, and I'm super sorry, but I just can't because it'd be unfair to other people. But on Instagram, I respond to DMs, and I'd love to chat with you guys. I also wanted to say thank you so much for 600 subscribers. My platform is growing quickly and I love making videos for you guys. We are at 660 right now, I believe, and that is super close to 700. So if you aren't subscribed already, consider subscribing if you like this video. I have two more things to say. One, a couple of you guys said really nice things about my last video about my voice. This girl said it was pretty, and this girl said it was beautiful, which I just want to thank you guys so much because I'm kind of insecure about my voice because I have expanders in my voice. I have expanders in my mouth at the roof of my mouth, and they're to like expand my jaw, and they make my voice sound super weird. And also, English is not my first language, and I know that's a stupid excuse because I've been speaking English for like 8 years already, maybe more, but I think around 8 years, maybe 9 years. But in that language, we say our L's differently, so maybe that's why my L's are so messed up. Like in the last video, I kept trying to say leaks, and it sounded like I was saying peaks or teaks or something, so I'm very sorry about that, but just bear with me. Also, it's already June 2nd, and I forgot to say this in my last video, but I think it would be wrong of me if I did not wish you guys a happy Pride Month. So I totally support, and I love you all, no matter what, and let's get on with the video. So I'm on the Royale High wiki right now, which is amazing for all things Royale High, and I'm on a post that says common trade scams and how to avoid being scammed. This and the Royale High wiki will be linked down below, and if you want to see it for yourself, just click that link. First, we have trust trading. Trust trading relates to giving away items to someone you think you trust or doing something involving free giveaways based in trust, though in reality they're never giving it back. Never trust trade and trust nobody to give things back when trading. Here are some common forms of trust trades. Borrowing. Deals to temporarily give someone an item, saying they'll give it back after a set period of time. Never lend out items to borrow. Try on. A form of borrowing, saying they'd just like your item for a minute to see what it looks like on them. You're not getting it back, so don't do it. Trade first. A trade deal where they trick you into trading your items in two separate trades for security, or it doesn't let me put this one, let's do another after and I'll do it. In reality, you'll do your end of the trade and they'll run off without following up. Next is exploit and trick scams. Exploit and trick scams are usually a subset of trust trades that are a bit separate enough to be their own type of scam. Simply put, the scammer will tell you that if you give them something, they'll do something with that item to make things better and give it all back. In the end, of course, you're just losing your item. Common trick claims include item duplication, changing the item to a different item, or diamond gains. Absolutely none of these are possible. Don't give anyone your items for free to try things out. Next are value scams. Value scams are a handful of trades trying to take advantage of you through lying about values of an item. The best way to avoid value scams is just to know the values and sticking to it. The wiki has a list of item values that you can refer to so you can avoid being scammed on values for items with a value. And I will link this list of item values down below because it is very helpful when trading. Main tips to remember to avoid value scams. Play by the values and not for profit. Profit has no meaning in Royale High. Don't be an elitist. Elitism bad. Values don't change. Limited time purchasables often come back. Don't fall for market value or seasonal items so it's more expensive scams. If it's on the list above and has a number, that's its value. Stick to it. Especially with seasonal items like the Shadow Empress set or the Starfrost set. Consider relative rarity and limited time availability for items without a purchase price if you can't barter for it. No higher than 250k is a good metric to avoid scammy traders. And just because it's a common misconception, all halos equally have no price, and the magical broomstick is not rare, which is weird because I read a page on the wiki, I believe, that said that the broomstick was rare, but I don't know. I gave it away for 15,000 diamonds. Value scams also include overpays and underpays. If someone's paying way over or under the actual value of an item, take them with some suspicion. You should also not willingly overpay, especially in large amounts. Never give someone your entire inventory. Be careful with giveaways too, or anyone trying to willingly overpay you. I don't know what's wrong with giveaways, but I guess be careful. In my giveaways, and people can confirm, I just give you guys my items. Next up is the paperclip challenge. The paperclip challenge is something going around a lot as of late March, I assume is what they were going to put there, involving buying a really cheap item from the shop and trying to work with it alone to get higher value items. Please be wary about anyone who says they are or seems to be doing this challenge. The paperclip challenge often falls into being an overvaluing scam and runs on for-profit rules. A lot of influencers are using fans to even make some of the moving up trades they're doing. This is because this challenge relies heavily on fighting to trade a low value item for something of overly higher value, which most traders wouldn't do, but people trying to appeal an influencer would. The devs have stated to not consider it a scam, but do keep in mind that most people coming to you in the intent to do this challenge are trying to scam you in some form, especially if they want something of massive difference in value. Next, we have the donation scams. There are huge amounts of various types of scams involving people in some form begging for free stuff. It's their birthday and they want a halo. Won't you help them fulfill their birthday wish? They're a noob and need help. By the time you can trade, you have a minimum account value of 22,500 diamonds because 75 times 300 is 22,500, and that makes them not a noob. They just really wanted your dolly heels. Won't you give them it? Once you do, they will flaunt that they've successfully tricked you into giving them things for free. In all of these cases, just ignore them. These are pretty much always fake and people shouldn't be begging, period. Next, we have victim scams. These scammers pretend to be victims of a scam or some bug that made them lose all their stuff. They will try to play to your pity to get them to give you free stuff, to make them feel better or start getting their stuff back. In other attempts, they may set up a fake trade roleplay with a friend where they get scammed to pity you into giving them something to cheer them up and the like. Do not take checking their friends' lists as a validation that it's real. People can easily unfriend their friends to temporarily pull it off. Best practice is to just ignore these people. If they really lost something, they can contact the devs just like anyone else. Begging or donations aren't required to revert their inventory. Don't fall into this common trap. Information on contacting the devs about scams will be in the end of the video. Next is influencer advantage and impersonation. Influencer culture is a major and harmful part of Royale High's community at the moment, and in multiple forms, it is being massively used by those who are knowledgeable about who listens to who in the community to take advantage of other people in trading. First things first, understand that influencers are not automatically people that you can trust. Influencers can and have taken advantage of people who follow them and assume they would never do anything wrong to highly profit off of trading. If you happen to ever trade with someone considered an influencer within this community, do not drop your guard for scams. It's hard for people to accept, but many of these people are not your friend, and if you think they would never possibly scam you, they will use that to take your stuff. Additionally, don't donate to influencers. You're not getting anything out of it other than losing the item you donated. A side issue to this is people pretending to be an influencer to get you to trade them things or otherwise do things for them. Someone claiming to be Barbie's alt account says they'll give you the Blade of Light if you just trade her your whole inventory. Influencers are not more important than others when it comes to trades, and anyone trying to use claim status to get you to do something should be ignored at all costs, especially as most people doing this are fakes. Now, I don't have any footage from this in-game because obviously I only had one person helping me, but next is auctions. Auctions are a small grouping event where multiple people make offers for a particular item until only one person is left offering a highest bid, who then pays that bid for the item. Auctions often lead to unnecessary overpays. These events are also often manipulated by groups of friends to bait someone outside of it who is desperate for an item to overpay immensely. There are many ways to get value scammed in auction, and it is best to avoid them at all times. Next, we have window flood scamming. This is a distraction-based scam and is mostly done for trades based around high-value items like halos. The scammer will add their item, then flood their trade window with 6 to 8 extra cheap items until the halo is out of general view of the UI. When it's about time to trade, they'll take away the halo and you won't notice a thing because the cheap items are in the way. The best way to avoid being caught by window flood scamming is to fully review the trade before you click yes. Ensure that item you originally agreed upon is still in the trade window. If it isn't, get out of there. So this example won't work well because I think they fixed it, which is a good thing. So next up we have cross-trading. Cross-trading involves any trade where either end of the trade is for something outside of Royale High, like Robux, Adopt Me Pets, or anything else. Not only is this often a scam to just take your stuff without any return, it's against Roblox rules and can get your Roblox account deleted. Devs or mods of any end of the trade also cannot moderate cross trades, and there have no basis to revert the trade if you report it. So don't do cross trades because I guess there's nothing they can do to fix it. This also includes purchasing or selling commissions for diamond payment, as it can result in action against your Roblox account. Only ever do commissions with currencies that can be disputed, like actual money or Robux. So with quick changing, that's basically what we're doing here, but I'm pretty sure they fixed the bug, so there's not really a point in telling you guys. So now I'll be showing you guys some tricks and tips on how to not get scammed, and I'll also be telling you what to do if you do get scammed. If I sound different in this clip, it's probably because A, I'm recording this on 2 different days, and B, I just got the spinning wheel of death on my laptop. It's if you have a Mac or a MacBook Pro, you know it's when a little colorful spinning wheel takes over your mouse. It won't let you click anything, and it will literally be stuck spinning there forever unless you quit the app. So I was afraid to quit the app I used to edit because I was afraid it wouldn't save my progress, and I have spent so long on this video. Luckily, all my progress was saved, so I'm still a bit shaken. So if I sound different in this clip, that's why. So now I guess I'll be sharing with you guys the tips and tricks. Number 1, always be careful and be wary trading with just anyone. Trade to barter, not to profit. Values can be considered, but if you both really want the other's items and don't want what you have, and you both agree to it knowing entirely about any technical losses, then do whatever. Never trust trade. They will not give your items back. Always trade by the values to reduce chances of encountering scammers or accidentally trading in a way that might get you flagged as a scammer. Don't make any regular trade when you're the only one giving stuff out. Triple check the trade before you say yes. Make sure what you agreed upon is in that window. Keep our list of item values open to check values against value scams if you care about value. I will link the list of item values down below. This list also serves as a database for all items that can be traded in Royale High. If it's not on here, it can't be traded. Set as NA, have no actual value, and you would define any value given to them as arbitrary, decided unofficially. These are best traded with other items without a value to avoid being scammed or called a scammer. Take multiple pictures or screen record your screen for any high value trades. Use Roblox's built-in screenshots or video recorder. Always keep note of the new username of who you trade with. It could be important later. My best friend just got scammed of her shadow boots on Royale High. I am really angry about that, and she doesn't remember the person's username, so she can't file a report, but she's trying to get her boots back right now. But that's why you always need to remember the username, because if I had that person's username, I would have a word with them. Okay, my friend is texting me. Don't fall into pressure to make any trade you don't 100% want to. No matter how much you want an item, be safe, not sorry. Use common sense. Someone acting suspicious, constantly changing up the trade, trying to profit off of you, try to push outside of what you initially wanted to trade for, cancel, ignore them, and move on. So if you've gotten scammed, have you gotten scammed? Lancelot Handsome has a Google form for reporting scams officially to Royale High developers. I will be linking this report form down below, so if anyone got scammed, please go to that report form. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Stay safe and have a good day.